Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm in the process of getting the house ready for the holidays. I'm mostly decorating for Christmas, even though Thanksgiving is a couple of days away. I'm also in the process of roasting some pumpkins for homemade pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving. Sorry, no canned stuff around here. We only do it fresh. That's not a knock on anybody who uses a can, because that stuff is good too. I feel like it's not the same if I don't like actually hack up the pumpkin and do the thing. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys in on some of my recent pickups. I've gotten a lot of stuff in since my last video, and I wanted to go ahead and touch base on these things. Before we get into Black Friday, where I anticipate having a good little bundle. I'm hoping not to go overboard this holiday season, as I tend to do most holiday seasons, but let's get right into it, right? All right, so let's see what we got. All right, so the first pickup that I have is a movie called Traffic. This movie has Paula Patton and Omar Epps. Oh, man, brain fart. This movie has Paula Patton and Omar Epps, and they kind of stumble upon a human trafficking ring while they're stopped at a gas station on their way to their vacation rental, and things unfold from there. I think this is a pretty good movie. I know everyone's like going on about The Sound of Freedom right now, and I haven't seen that, and I have no opinion on that at all because I haven't seen it. But I think this is good too. If you're not willing to like jump into the pond as deep as Sound of Freedom seems to take people into the pond, this is a good way to just like dip your toe in. So if you want to just dip your toe into the human trafficking realm and see why it's a horrible, horrible thing, go ahead and pick up Traffic. It's a very enjoyable movie. So that's the first one. The Ides of March with one of the Ryans and George Clooney. Which Ryan is this? Ryan Gosling, sorry. Ryan Gosling and George Clooney. I didn't particularly care for this movie. I didn't enjoy this movie. It is about a presidential candidate who is obviously running for president, and his kind of campaign manager, right-hand man. And there's a bit of a... I'm not even going to explain this one. It was not good for me. I'm not explaining it. Ernest Goes to Jail. All right, so I picked this up because I only have the Ernest movies for some reason on VHS still in a box in my basement. And I really wanted to watch this, and I also did not want to go digging around in the basement. So I picked up Ernest Goes to Jail on Blu-ray. This is one of my favorite Ernest movies. It's not my absolute favorite Ernest movie, but it's one of my favorite Ernest movie. I also like Ernest Saves Christmas a lot, and my absolute favorite is Ernest Scared Stupid. But that's a conversation for another day. In this movie, Ernest ends up going to jail because he is confused with his doppelganger, who is a prisoner at the, I won't say jail, I'll say prison, because it's actually a prison, it's not a jail. He's confused with his doppelganger, and they swap places, and Ernest has to get free, and the people who figure out that Ernest on the outside is actually a doppelganger Ernest, they have to help corral him back to jail. So this is one of my favorite Ernest. It's a great one. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. All right, next up is The Nun. I picked up this movie just because The Nun 2 came out, and I wanted to watch The Nun 2. I've seen The Nun, but I heard that The Nun 2 was better, so I thought I would give myself a little bit of a refresher. I got this at Big Lots for like $2 or something like that, so I figured I'd give myself a little bit of a refresher before I watched The Nun 2. So, The Nun. Trying to not knock over my stack here. All right. Swamp Thing on 4K. So this one is a Wes Craven movie, and I gotta say, it looked good in 4K, but the creature suit did not. it was actually, this was a first time watch for me, and I really enjoyed it. But some things in 4K don't look as good as, don't look good at all. But you know, as a whole, this movie was pretty good, and I absolutely enjoyed it, and I'm eager to add it to the shelf with the rest of my Wes Craven movies. All right, then of course we have the Flash, Best Buy Steelbook. Um, it was okay. It was okay for what it was. I saw it in theaters, and I did pick this up only because Michael Keaton is Batman again, and that's the only Batman for me. So I picked up the Flash Steelbook, and that's the only reason. I it's worth a rewatch, but there's flaws in the logic. There's flaws in the logic. So if you can ignore that and ignore things about time travel that don't make sense, go for it. If you can ignore why the can of tomatoes didn't need to be the focus of the movie. Something else. Something else. All right, next up we have Scream 3 Steelbook. I went ahead and picked this up because I have all the other Steelbooks and I just wanted everything to match. So I'll go ahead and pass along my current Scream 3 Blu-ray that's up there somewhere, and I will add this to the collection. I've seen this movie 4,000 times. I know people don't generally like Scream 3. I like it the best. I don't know. All right. Uncle Drew, Steelbook Blu-ray. I got this movie because I hadn't seen it, and I watched another movie with Lil Rel recently, and I enjoyed it. And so I was like, let's see what other stuff he does besides like Get Out and whatever. But I actually enjoyed this one. It's about a basketball coach who puts together a team of geriatric players, older players, to compete in a competition to win the coach $10,000, but they don't know anything about the money until later. It's a good watch. It's a funny movie if you like basketball stars and acting and lots of heavy makeup. You get to see Shaq's butt, which we didn't need to see, but for anybody who wanted to see Shaq's butt, you get to see Shaq's butt. Oh, yes. Next up, we have the Halloween H2O Steelbook. I bought this because it's my favorite Halloween movie, and even though I already have it, I was definitely going to get the Steelbook. Look at that. That is brilliant. Sorry. I keep the J card. You guys know that I keep the J card because I think not keeping the J card is like ripping off the back of a DVD or the back of a Blu-ray. It just makes no sense to me to not keep the J card. So I keep the J card. So anyway, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? And then the back, where you've got her looking at him through the porthole in the door. That was a great scene. Anyway, this was my absolute hands down favorite Halloween movie. I know most people are like, it's crap. I think it's authentic to who Laurie Strode would have come to be. And so I really like it a lot. So I picked it up because I can't have enough copies of Halloween H2O. All right. The next one we have Spiral. Spiral? The next one we have, let's try that again. Next up, we have Spiral with Chris Rock. This is the Steelbook. I picked this up because I have the first 8 Saw movies on Blu-ray, and I didn't have this one, and Saw 10 is coming out, or is out. It's actually out. I'm not going to get it until there's some sort of a Steelbook or something like that, but it is out for purchase on physical media. So, but I went ahead and I picked up Spiral because it was entertaining. It was fine. I didn't have a problem with it. I did enjoy it. Chris Rock is Chris Rock. But I did actually enjoy this one. I really enjoy Samuel L. Jackson in it. So he's always great in a horror movie, isn't he? Like, people don't give him enough credit in horror movies. They give him credit, sure, but he's always great in a horror movie, especially like Deep Blue Sea. We are gonna band together, and we are, yeah, all right. Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, the story of Robert England. This was great. This was a great documentary. I picked up the Steelbook copy, even though I had seen it before, but I wanted to pick up the Walmart Steelbook, and it's I think it's pretty good. If you are really into horror movies and like to know about the actors behind the mask, go ahead and pick this one up. It's great. There's tons of fun stuff to learn about Robert Englund and his entire career in this movie. It was a very well done documentary, I think. All right, so next we have the Haunted Mansion Steelbook. I think this was a Best Buy exclusive. I like the Best Buy exclusives, and I'm sad that Best Buy is no longer going to be doing physical media, because I generally, if they have a Steelbook of a movie that I like, I will pay the extra to go ahead and get theirs, because I do like it. So this was a Best Buy exclusive. I did see this movie in theaters also. I enjoyed it. I know everybody crapped on it. Everybody crapped on it before it even came out. But I thought it was entertaining. It was cute. It was fun. It was a good, it wasn't too scary. Jared Leto was fine as the Hatbox Ghost. Lakeith is great in this one. Even Tiffany Haddish is amusing. So I enjoyed this one. I liked it. What else do we have? Oh, one of my favorites. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Okay. I picked this one up on 4K because I still only had the DVD, and it is, out of the 3 movies, it is my favorite. So, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. There's not much to say about it. It's a slasher film, and you know what it is. It's been out long enough that you should know what it is. All right, so my next one, it's not ours. I didn't buy it for you. I bought it for me. So my next one is the Megan Steelbook. And I saw this when it came out in theaters, and then I watched it when it was streaming. And when it came out on Blu-ray, I was like, I'm going to wait because there's probably going to be a 4K. And then it came out on 4K, and I forgot, which was fortunate for me because then there was a Steelbook. So I just went ahead and picked up the 4K Steelbook, and I'm glad that I did because it looks so nice. I know a lot of people were saying they got theirs and they were all like scratched up and stuff, but mine was actually in pretty good condition. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually in pretty good condition. But I did pick it up in the store and I didn't have it sent to me. So I was really fortunate. There is a little bit of a line here, but I was really fortunate that for the most part, this one actually is in pretty good condition with not many scratches or anything like that. Anyway, I'll put this one in a case for sure because sometimes when you have that flat matte finish on a Steelbook, it scratches a lot easier. Then my last one, I was hoping I would get this in to do for the video I did last time on the horror movies I hadn't watched for Halloween season, but I didn't get it until like a week ago. I don't know where it disappeared to, but maybe it wasn't even out yet. I don't know, but I pre-ordered it and I only got it like a week ago. So this is the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. And I haven't taken the plastic off yet. I haven't actually watched this yet. And honest to God, I haven't seen any of these movies. Because when I was a little kid, the video rental store that we went to, I don't know why they put the horror section of the store right in the front when you walk in. It was just right there, right in your face. And I was little itty bitty, and this was on a shelf low, and it was right in my face. And the original Hellraiser cover scared the crap out of me. I was afraid of Pinhead for way longer than I should have been, and I never ever ever watched these movies because of it. So now that I'm an adult and really nothing scares me anymore, nothing horror wise, there are tons of things that scare me. People are frightening. But now that I am an adult, I want to give these a shot. So I was fortunate that I was able to grab one of these. I am looking forward to this. I'm going to give this a watch on the Monday following Thanksgiving, because for this Thanksgiving season, we are rewatching ABC's Lost, because it's my favorite show ever. And so we're going to be finishing that up this week. And then I will pop back into the movies that I haven't watched yet. This is the only thing that I have. I'm trying to think. I think I have this and 2 other movies that I haven't watched yet. I told you, I don't like to let movies pile up. If I'm going to get something, I'm going to watch it the day that I get it, or very quickly afterwards, because otherwise you just start ending up with a stack of things that you haven't watched. And next thing you know, you've got 500 movies that you haven't watched and only 200 that you have, and you're like, oh my goodness, what happened? And I don't have that much time in my life. So I'm not the type who buys a movie to just kind of have it. I buy a movie because I'm definitely going to watch it, and I'm definitely going to watch it soon. So I can't wait to dig into this. I hate that there's a little bit of glare, but I don't want to rip the plastic off yet, because I want to keep that fresh, and I want to pull that plastic off as soon as I watch it. But I can't wait for this. This is a great thick chunky Arrow box set. I did import it through, I think, Diabolic. It was either Diabolic or Orbitz. I didn't go to Arrow UK directly and get it myself. But it's got a nice hardback book in here. It looks like it has them in this a folded sleeve there. I can't quite tell, but I will go ahead and open that up. And when I do open it up, I will, if you guys are interested, I will totally tell you what I thought about these movies, watching them for the first time. I know most people have already seen them, so it might be fun to get a novice perspective. But yes, that's it. Those are my pickups. Quartet of Torment, Hellraiser. I can't wait for this one. This one I'm so excited about. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'm going to get back to my pumpkins, check on those that are in the oven, finish putting up these Christmas decorations, and enjoy the rest of your day.